Applied linguistics and what is its scope? A large and open-ended number of quite disparate activities to which applied linguistics is relevant. So when we talk about the scope, we talk about some open-ended number of quite disparate activities for which we use applied linguistics and to which applied linguistics is very relevant. The scope of applied linguistics. First of all, we have three areas: language and education. These are the three main scope. First, language education, that how first language is learned, the mother language of a child. So when we talk about the learning of the first language, we are seeking help from applied linguistics. Then additional language education, second language education. So second language learning or foreign language, so how it is learned and what are its implications. Clinical linguistics. So when we talk about the impaired linguistic ability of children or people, right, as a result of some stroke or ailment or some accident, so applied linguistics help us in this regard. Language testing, it helps us in evaluation and assessment. We seek help from applied linguistics. Second thing, it is very much used in language, work and law. So workplace communication, how language is related to the workplace and how it shows power. Language planning, that how a certain language is used as an official language and what is the implication of using a certain language as an official language or national language or other aspects of language. So language planning, the policy and the planning of language is very important for a country because it has its effect, a very long effect on the lives of the people. Forensic linguistics. So in forensic linguistics, linguistics is used as an evidence in criminal investigations in the court of law. And the third thing that makes it scope, language information and effect, literary stylistics. So in literary stylistics, we see that how language affects literature. When we study literature, the language, the style of the language and the way language is used, it has certain effects. So we discuss it in literary stylistics. Critical discourse analysis. In critical discourse analysis, we analyze language and see that how we can understand the power shown in the language. Translation and interpretation. In translation and interpretation, we see that how written texts are translated and how spoken language is interpreted. So we look at these aspects. Information design. So how we write documents, how are the written documents dealt with, and how they are how we use other things, for example graphs, for example signs, to make them more effective. Lexicography. So how dictionaries, monolingual dictionaries and bilingual dictionaries are made and what are their effects. So all these come under the very scope of applied linguistics. So all of these areas fall within the definition of applied linguistics. So it may be language, it may be law, it may be information, it may be translation. So all these things, it may be learning first language, learning second language. So all these are basically the main concerns of the applied linguistics. So this is what make it different from simple linguistics. These are areas of inquiry by organizations and journals concerned with the disciplines. So organization and journals are concerned with the investigation in these areas. So this is some of the some aspects of the scope of applied linguistics.